Charlotte County, we will provide an innovative educational environment that allows and inspires success for everyone. Before the meeting starts, if there's anyone who wishes to address the board for any particular purpose, please get and fill out one of the comment cards on the wall next to the door and give it to the recording secretary to your immediate right. I'd like to invite Mr. Robert Bedford, who tonight will be confirmed as the next principal at Lemon Bay High School, to the podium to lead us in the pledge. Please stand.
I pledge allegiance
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Mr. Superintendent, are there any additions or corrections to the agenda?
No, we have no additions or corrections this evening.
Thank you. The next item is reports. Mr. Superintendent.
We have 3 reports this evening, and we're going to begin actually with a clef recognition of Smugglers Enterprises Incorporated. So we're going to go enjoy this presentation from the first 2 rows, and then we'll come up front for the next 2 presentations. So I am going to ask Mary Fred, is Chris here tonight, or just Mary Fred? If you would come to the podium and give our board time to be seated for this recognition.
Chairman Swift, school board members, Dr. Whitaker. So pleased tonight to recognize Smugglers Foundation Enterprises for donations to our public schools. They've actually contributed in a number of ways, and particularly tonight we are recognizing their contribution to the Charlotte High School Drama Club. The Smugglers representatives here, please. Thank you so much. You are really a community partner, and we love being your help with this. Thank you. Thank you. Here. Thank you very much. Yeah. Ellen Harvey has another presentation for Smugglers, so don't go away.
And if I could have my colleague, Smugglers was so generous to give us some grants for the Drama Club at Charlotte High School and for 3rd grade arts integration. Michelle Lindo Rice and Marianne Morehouse and I had the opportunity to work in all the 3rd grade classrooms, almost every single 3rd grade classroom. Is there a 3rd grade teacher here tonight? We did a model lesson on Common Core. And then we integrated the arts. We used science and math and reading and poetry and gave the teachers supplies because of the generosity of Smugglers. And so together the curriculum specialists brought them a great lesson plan, supplies that they can use this for next year. And it was only because of your generosity that we were able to do this. So Kelly, if you come up, we have a great picture. And these are some of the examples from the kids' artwork. So all over every single elementary school, teachers got a little bit of professional development on Common Core standards, arts integration, and they get to use it all next year. They have the electronic file. So thank you so much.
And I've asked Kelly to stay for one more presentation. She thought she was getting one this evening, but we all have something to be grateful for with Smugglers Enterprises. So I'm going to invite the board to come back up now and stand in the front. And Kelly, on behalf of the board, we want to thank you for your donation from Smugglers in the amount of $5,000 for the Homeless Education Project and social work and needed funds in that area. So we really appreciate the partnership Smuggler has with so many parts of the Charlotte County Public Schools. So if you would come forward. This evening, we also have a teacher recognition. Dr. Widmeyer, are you doing this presentation? Karen? Karen Laporte, our Director of Secondary Learning, is going to make this presentation. Karen?
Thank you, School Board Chairman, School Board members, and Dr. Whitaker and Ms. Young. It's my honor and pleasure to introduce the principal of Punta Gorda Middle, Kathy Corselletti, who will then talk to you about the wow factor that this outstanding middle school STEM teacher has given to our county and our kids. If they would both come up, please.
School board members and Dr. Whitaker, thank you for this opportunity to be here tonight to recognize an outstanding educator at Punta Gorda Middle School, Sharon Bruno. The Executive Board of the Florida Technology Education and Engineering Educators Association has selected Sharon Bruno as the 2013 Teacher of Excellence Award winner for middle school. This is one of the highest honors a technology education teacher can receive. Sharon is deserving of this award by providing technology and engineering instruction of high quality, which is always learner-centered. She continually provides opportunities for her students to apply their knowledge and their skills so that they are able to make realistic career choices. Sharon is a problem solver, a positive thinker, a dedicated professional. She's consistently looking for ways to upgrade her classroom and always finds that funding to get more equipment for her students. We just received word today that she got a $2,000 grant from AT&T for the study of the robotics education. So this is just what I am blessed to be working around every day. Sharon will be recognized nationally at the ITEEA conference in Columbus, Ohio on March 7th. Her commitment to her students, Punta Gorda Middle School, and her commendable efforts that she makes is definitely something that we all need to applaud. Sharon, I present you to the board. Thank you very much. I put my name. I don't know what yours is.
Yes, we did. I had another award last year. Yeah. Yes, it is. It feels really great. Thank you very much. Thank you.
As Sharon continues through, as Sharon returns to her seat, I want to let you know that she was surprised last spring with a visit from the governor, who came specifically to her classroom to give his congratulations and talk with the kids. He went around the classroom, shook hands with every child, chatted with each one of them, and then expressed his support and recognition of Sharon's program. So it's quite an honor. There aren't too many teachers who had the governor walk into their classroom and to watch what they do. So that was really special. Karen, are you doing the next presentation? This is really exciting. This is groundbreaking territory tonight. We're going to acknowledge middle school students for earning industry certification in technology. We've never done this before, so we're really excited. It's a great achievement on part of the kids, and Karen always complains because I steal her thunder, so I'm going to stop and turn it over to you.
I don't have a lot of thunder. I have special days. This is one of them. Do I greet you again? Hello, everybody. I'm back. No, this is what's important, and you're filling the room, and we're just so happy that your students are here with us, because I have a feeling that a lot of you sitting here are the parents of the students standing in the back. And we are celebrating right now because industry certifications is a way that we add value to students when they leave our schools and go into the workforce. It's something that we strive to do in the high schools. And so for us to dig this deep down and have sixth graders even, I think, well, no, seventh and eighth graders coming forth today. We started with their first run through. They had about 15, and now they're up to, let me tell you the exact number. I want to be exact. 72 industry certifications at Murdoch, which is additional funding for the school, for that program, and for our school district. But most importantly, it's good for kids, and we've had some excellent instructors taking charge of that. Brand new, it's the first year out of the gate. We are so amazed and impressed with the work that's going on there. So are you going to do the 5-minute piece too? They are going to bring the classroom to us. So this is going to be really exciting, and then we get to congratulate the kids. So I'd like to introduce the principal, Maria Gifford, and she will go on and tell us more about the presentation. Thank you.
I really did mean to put my heels on, so I'd stand a little bit higher. So I feel like, anyways, if you notice too, I don't have a T-shirt, and Dr. Staley does not have a T-shirt, and there's a reason for that. Before we go on to our presentation, students have to earn their T-shirts. It is T-shirts that identify them as being a Microsoft specialist. And so I'm working on mine, and I promise hopefully next time I'll be wearing my T-shirt, because it's not that easy. It is my pleasure to be here tonight. Thank you, Dr. Whitaker, Chairman Swift, board members, Attorney Young, for allowing us this opportunity to proudly tell you about our IT Academy at Murdoch Middle School. Our journey actually began last year when Ms. Gordon approached me to the idea to be the pilot school for a middle school academy. Murdoch Middle School has, for the past several years, worked very hard to improve our technology curriculum. These improvements include computer classes for all of our students, grades 6 through 8, as well as a scaffolding curriculum centered on the integration of word processing programs, Excel spreadsheets, and the use of PowerPoints for creating project presentations. So, when the opportunity was presented to open the academy, the natural fit for Murdoch Middle School was an IT academy that's information technology. Ms. Gordon agreed to submit a grant request through the Whetstone Group, a division of the Workforce Florida, in an effort to provide some funding to get our academy started. At the end of April, we received notice that Murdoch Middle School was one of only 15 middle schools in the state of Florida to be selected as a new CAPE, and that means Career and Professional Education Academy for Technology Excellence. What this meant to Murdoch Middle School is our students would now have the opportunity to earn industry certification in both Microsoft and Adobe software. I could not have imagined the enthusiasm our students have demonstrated in completing a very difficult test. This test earns them their Microsoft industry certification. It has literally blown me away to see their accomplishments this year. What makes this program successful is the dedication and passion of our teachers, the enthusiasm and determination of our students, and the commitment and focus of our leadership team. So with that, I would like at this time to invite Dr. Staley to the podium to tell you a little bit more about this fantastic, awesome program offered to our students at Murdoch Middle School.
As Mrs. Gifford stated, Murdoch Middle School is one of 15 middle schools in the state of Florida to receive this opportunity. We took on the challenge of dynamics, software, certifications, and made our way creating this fantastic opportunity for the students. With the help of many in the school district, Carolyn Gorton, Chris Bress, Chris Carboni, Barney Duffy, and many more, the Academy for Technology Excellence was created. I'm going to ask, please, that the students start making their way up, as well as the teachers, as I will finish talking. Mr. Garfield Clark, Mrs. Sharon Gibbs, Mrs. Susan Kickbush, and Mrs. Tony Orr currently teach our IT classes and were instrumental in the startup as well as the continuation and success of this program. As you can see, as the students wander up in front of me, the amount of students standing before you, and this isn't all of them. We have exceeded any expectations we had at the beginning of this endeavor. Before you is a representative group of students who have 68 certifications among them. 9 of these students have the full Microsoft Office 2010 bundle that includes Microsoft Office Word, Microsoft PowerPoint, and Microsoft Outlook. All three of those in a bundle, 9 of them have complete and total certification in Microsoft. These students have successfully passed Microsoft Office 2010 certification in one way or another, and it is utilized, as was stated, in the area of business. This is not a watered-down middle school curriculum by any means. This is the same certification that the adult business community, they all take the same certification test, and these students have successfully navigated their own industry certifications, and it will be vital for them in their futures. A few of Mrs. Orr's STEM students have created, and totally student created with no help, a short video presentation to highlight this program for you, and we would like to present that to you now.
Murdoch Middle School has always had a strong technology department. Mrs. Gifford sent a team of us to participate in the first LTT cadre. Our tech teachers did the first lesson study for our school, which developed a multimedia research model to share with everybody. It is online and interactive with our students. It employs the use of Microsoft Office while teaching our children to format research papers and use the Microsoft Office products. Murdoch is one of the only 15 schools in the state to receive the grant from the Governor's Workforce Florida, which partnered with the Whetstone Group to provide the middle schools with free IT Career Academy technical assistant. This grant included over $6,000 in educational resources to develop our IT Career Academy. We began working on the academy last spring, choosing textbooks, getting software installed, preparing labs, attending trainings, and planning curriculum. We had to open August 1st. That was our first day.
Students are learning keyboarding and online research, but the main objective is for them to earn their industry certifications. They must pass the very same tests as the CEOs of major corporations, professors, or college and high school students.
Detroit is about to check to see if you got a high grade, and the suspense mounts.
1,000 points. Jake, look over here, smile. Okay, here's the first check. Get to the score now. Yep, you hit finish. Yes. Yes. Okay. Next.
And here we go.
Quickie. Alright. He's not happy or anything. Jake, you're not happy or anything, are you? 1,000 points, alright. There's a little bit of enthusiasm in here. Right, Rafe? A little bit of enthusiasm? Okay, good job. We are here in the Technology Fab Lab, and these are our scores for geometrics. The students have attained 1,000 points if they have one of the orange blackbirds.
They're getting ready for the industry certification. So we're very excited.
We have raised the bar, and our students have met the challenge. They are exceeding our expectations.
Each day, the students learn through online programs like Geometrics. They read and analyze step-by-step directions. If they get the steps wrong, they can go back and retry until they learn to correct their errors. They master levels of about 60 skills before moving up to the next level. After consistent mastery of 3 levels, they have the chance to sit for the industry certification timed exams with no hints and a strict testing environment. Our school is not only a training center, but also an official Microsoft testing center to deliver Certiport exams. Our program began through a grant, but we expect that our students achieve enough certifications the FTE funding generates each year that will adequately support our program.
The most exciting part of the academy is watching the students' faces as they experience achievement every day. We all see their reactions as they test their skills and retrieve their results from the computer screens. Since we feed in Port Charlotte High School, which is rich in teaching technology and multimedia design labs, the
this video music done by us.
After several testing days, we have drawings for a special prize for students that received their certification. Alexis Baltruche was the winner of the first drawing. Congratulations, Alexis. Are you up for the challenge?
I know Mrs. Gifford just talked a little bit about why the two of us don't have our T-shirts on, and my daughter is one of them that is. She's got the Word certification, and I am still trying to get it. She helps me every night, and she gets as frustrated as she can with me. So, it isn't easy. Just to let you know. And at this time, I would like to introduce Mrs. Kickbush to individually recognize our students and their accomplishments.
Okay.
Do you want them to come through as you call them?
Yes, okay. The students will come through
Yeah.
to
so
shake hands with the board as I call your name, please.
You can gather them out here. And then
Okay, first, we're going to have the following seventh graders who are certified in Microsoft Office Word 2010. And the first student is Alexis Baltruche and Corinne Bresky. Next, Juliana Clark. Ariana Cruz. David Ford. Elizabeth Hicks. Taylor Mascow. Christina Pham. Liliana Reineck. Gabrielle Siebert. Stephanie St. George, Doran Staley, and Joseph Wissenant. Next, we have a student from 7th grade who is certified in both Microsoft Office Word and PowerPoint 2010, Ryan Klutwick. The following 8th graders are certified in Microsoft Office Word 2010, Derek Botts, Eric Barber, Tanner Braun, Claire Burry, Cassidy Chimento, Jamie Dixon, Sarah Frieda, Jacob Jones, Elijah Lee, Javian Morgan, Crystal Rajakian, I'm sorry, I might have murdered that name, sorry about that, Romaine Reynolds. I don't have all of these students, and on top of that, I have that Bostonian accent. Ashton Bartlett, Gregory Cody, Aaron Hennessy, Caitlin Joy, Brandon Liss, William Montgomery, and Anthony Vigliotti. I'm sorry, that last group I called from Ashton Bartlett to Anthony, those were 8th graders who were certified in both Microsoft Office Word and PowerPoint 2010. Now the next students have what we call the bundle. This is everything we've asked of them, and they've gotten them all done already, which is a record time. They've accomplished Office, Word, PowerPoint, and Outlook 2010, which is amazing. This is the 7th grade group, Gabby Cangiano, Haley Hensler, Amber Rayback, and Hazen Williams, 7th graders. And these students are the 8th graders who have also achieved the bundle, and they are Matthew Alvarado, Nathan Alvarado, Emily Friend, Nicholas Hishma, and Summer Literati. And another little piece of information I thought you might like to know is if the 8th graders, we already have a group of 5 eighth graders who have the bundle. If we accomplish the task of having 17 eighth graders get the bundle, our whole entire program is self-supporting for next year.
All right, that does conclude our presentation. Thank you so much for allowing us to celebrate Murdoch Middle School's success. Students, if you will please meet us out in the lobby, we do have certificates for you we would like to give you. Thank you.
Yeah. Right, okay. Uh-oh, let's hope it works now.
Oh, it'll work. It'll work. Technology never fails.
Well, I'm gonna get one of those kids that come over here, right?
Oh, they're Microsoft, not Apple.
Oh, well, that's no.
I think they still know more than I do.
Yeah.
My kids show me stuff on my iPhone, and they don't have iPhones.
Okay, mine says agenda.
My grandkids come, yeah. Okay.
I didn't do a thing. I didn't do it. I do it.
Next item on the agenda is old business. Mr. Superintendent, is there any old business for tonight?
No, there is no old business tonight.
Next item is new business, the consent agenda. Mr. Superintendent.
I'm pleased to bring the consent agenda to you as presented before you.
So moved. Second.
It's been moved and seconded to approve the consent agenda as presented. Is there any discussion? All those in favor signify by saying aye and responding electronically as you're prompted.
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries unanimously.
We can't vote.
Nope.
Just want to carry that one, and you enter it manually later? Okay. Next item on the agenda, action agenda, item 1 is Lemon Bay High School remodel renovations and new construction, Phase 4A cafeteria, final inspection. Mr. Superintendent.
I'm very pleased this evening to bring to you a request for your approval of the certificate of final inspection prior to submitting that to the Florida Department of Education, Office of Educational Facilities.
So move.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded to approve the final inspection of the Lemon Bay High School remodel and new construction for the Phase 4A, the cafeteria. Is there any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor signify by saying aye and voting electronically.
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries unanimously. Next item, Lemon Bay High School renovations and new construction, Phase 4A, cafeteria, final payment. Mr. Superintendent.
I'm very pleased also this evening to bring this item to you, as are the Balfour Beatty folks who are sitting in the audience. So I'm requesting approval of the final pay request for Balfour Beatty Construction in the amount of $814,603.94 for Lemon Bay High School remodel renovations, new construction, 4A, the cafeteria.
So moved.
Second.
Been moved and seconded to approve the final payment to Balfour Beatty Construction for the Phase 4A, new construction and renovations of the cafeteria. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries unanimously. Next item on the agenda, Lemon Bay High School again. It's Lemon Bay night. Lemon Bay High School remodel, renovation, and new construction, Phase 5, Administration Media Center, Amendment 6 for guaranteed maximum price, Balfour Beatty Construction. Mr. Superintendent.
We no more close the page on 4A, and we open a whole new page, which is our Phase 5 construction, Phase 5. So this evening, I'm requesting school board approval of the contract amendment number 6 for the guaranteed maximum price with Balfour Beatty Construction for Lemon Bay High School remodel, renovation, and new construction, which is the Administration Media Center. And the GMP for this project is $14,947,129.
So moved.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded to approve the superintendent's recommendation on the maximum price. Is there any board discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, motion passes. Please register your vote. Next item on the agenda is item D, personnel action and job description. Mr. Superintendent.
I'm pleased to bring the new job description for digital curriculum specialists to you this evening, as well as our regular action agenda, and request your approval of this item. I want to point out to the board that included on the budget, or not on the budget, I'm sorry, on the personnel action list of actions is the approval of Mr. Robert Bedford as the principal, the new principal of Lemon Bay High School, beginning February 21st? The February 1st. That's correct. I'm rushing you. I'm sorry, Bob. So I'm thrilled to make this recommendation as a part of this package this evening, and I request board approval of this.
So moved.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded to approve the personnel action and job description. Is there any board discussion?
Just congratulations, Mr. Bedford. It's I can't imagine anybody wanting that job of a high school principal, but it's a great fit.
Actually, it'll be Mrs. Bedford that's got to be without him all those hours.
Yeah.
We need to thank.
Did you get her approval before you did this?
And we should let her vote.
And it carries on a great tradition at Lemon Bay. Your father being the first principal of the school and then ultimately superintendent. I know he is proud of you and proud of your getting this position, and we all wish you the best and offer you our support whenever it's needed, and our good luck. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, motion carries unanimously. And unanimously, please register your vote. Maybe.
I thought we already did
Okay.
it.
We already did.
Yeah, we already did.
We
It
voted
came
while we were
first.
talking.
It came
Well, I
while
missed
we were
it.
talking.
She voted
Huh?
for me. Thank
There you go.
It was by telepathy, Lee.
Are there any citizens wishing to address the board this evening? Seeing none. Attorney comment.
Nothing tonight.
Board member comment. Mr. Seeger.
Those of us that had the opportunity to be at the opening of 4B or 4A the other night, back on December 18th, were overjoyed at the turnout from the community and with a fine job of construction that Balfour and Beatty did for us. We look forward to many years of our children being in that particular facility, and a lot of happy times for a lot of people and their families. And we thank you very much for the opportunity to give this to our children.
Mr. Vincent.
Not a whole lot other than this morning, Dr. Whitaker's State of Education breakfast was better than last year, and last year was really, really good. Can't say enough about the job you do of putting some very complicated concepts that the normal person would probably have to spend 20 minutes to explain to a common person, and you do such a good job of making it so that I think everybody in the crowd got it, and that's really the goal of that. And it was nice to see the turnout, right? Yeah. Like you said, it's still certainly not the packed house that we would like to see, but we had, I haven't seen numbers, we had at least twice as many people as last year, if not 3 times.
Oh, yeah,
easy.
I saw a lot of people from the community that I haven't seen at anything education related before. And to me, that, we kind of have the same 20 people that show up for everything that we do. And it was nice to see a handful of people from other pieces of the community that showed up for that, and I just commend you, and you did a great job. Thank you.
Thank you.
Mrs. Miller.
Yes, this is what I had on my comments also. It was a wonderful morning, and you did an excellent job, and it was so good to see all the people there. It really was almost a full house, and the breakfast was outstanding, and the slides, it just really helped to bring the point across, and we are so proud of you and so proud of your being our superintendent. Thank you.
Well, thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Mrs. Rendell.
I too wanted to congratulate you on a highly successful state of education presentation this morning, and also to Lisa DeGroot, who put together all of the data that you used. So she's the one who actually made all the slides. Is that right?
That is correct.
Okay.
That was Lisa's work. Chuck with input on some of the data, but Lisa created it. She does a remarkable job.
It was excellent. And also, I like how you started out the presentation by saying that you were going to show us a lot of data, but it's not just the data. It's that we look at it and we say, now, what is the root cause of this? Is exactly what you said. And we try to find what the root cause of our reading scores dropping or math scores or whatever they might be, and not just implement some kind of new program, but find out why the data is the way it is, and find out the reasons so we can improve it and have some real education taking place. So thank you for that. And I think in 5 years we might be able to have in the event center, there'll be so many people.
Yeah,
really.
that sounds
So
good.
that's it. That's it.
Thank you. I'd like to apologize for not being there this morning, but I was in Gainesville attending the General Assembly of the Florida High School Athletic Association. It's about as much fun as watching grass grow. It meets once a year. I'm not exactly sure how I got this honor to approve new policies and changes to the bylaws and procedures of the Athletic Association. There were a couple of people there that I have known through other associations in the School Board Association and in public education in general, but it I think serves its purpose, and most of the recommendations for changes in policy were not approved. Basically, really the only ones that were approved were the ones that were recommended by the executive director and the board of directors. But it was an interesting learning experience. Last week, I also attended the board of directors meeting of the Florida School Board Insurance Trust. There was a lot of good information put out there about all phases of the insurance business of the trust, and the general business and what to be expecting in the coming months in the general insurance market, some updates on our health insurance trust. We also did a good bit of rework on the bylaws and procedures of the insurance trust, and I think we have positioned that in all of its facets to move forward in a positive realm, and I look forward to what will be coming out of that in the coming months as well. To the there's nobody here to hear this, but to the Murdoch family, what they've accomplished with those kids, middle school kids, to get them an industry certification, they've just created a way that these kids can pay for their future education, and that is a tremendous, tremendous step ahead for them, an accomplishment, and I know that they will use it well, and it will help them to become more productive citizens at an even earlier age than they would have. And I look forward to the continued growth and expansion of that program and the additional certifications that will be available to them. Mr. Superintendent.
I have a couple of pretty cool items at the end of this meeting, which has been a great meeting with some nice recognitions and appointments. But another great news story coming out of Murdoch Middle School. I received this email last Thursday on behalf of the Students in the Know and the Bullying Academy, national organizations. Congratulations to the students of Murdoch Middle School for being the fall 2012 8th grade Bully Academy national champions. So how's that? That doesn't mean that they're bully national champions.
Does that mean we're the biggest bullies in the country?
Let me explain. Between the months of September and December 2012, your students demonstrated what they know about anti-bullying, and they outscored all of the other participating 8th graders in the country. So they get this recognition. So I've got to find out a little more information who competed, and we will bring this to a future board meeting. Another really great story came to me, and this is one of those things, I'm sure there are many of these kinds of things going on, sort of under the surface, great acts of human kindness that pretty much go unnoticed. But this came to my attention, so I'm going to notice it. So here we go. I got an email from Jerry Olivo saying, would you consider recognizing the M&O crew for what they have done? And he goes on to explain through a string of emails. I'll try to piece this together so it makes sense. A couple of years ago, Gene started this Toys for Kids Christmas program when Gene Spur became director. Gene has no idea I'm making this announcement, so he's probably like sliding down behind Terry right now. Thanks to the wonderful generosity of our design construction friends, the architects, the engineers, the C&Ms, and the subcontractors that M&O works with, the program has continued to grow each year. And I didn't know Gene and the crew had been doing this, but this is really cool. What started out as a handful of toys for a few kids turned into hundreds of toys for lots of boys and girls. Goes on to say approximately $15,000 worth of toys. The $15,000 was collected, the toys purchased, and then distributed before the holidays. It was mostly elementary, but they did get some older toys, and they gave those to some 6th graders at Punta Gorda Middle School. But I just thought this is really cool. And Gene didn't ask for recognition. He's red back there because I'm even talking about this. But I just wanted to acknowledge, what a wonderful act of kindness and generosity on his part, as well as our partnering contractors and architects and subcontractors. So Gene and your crew, thank you. It's just a wonderful thing. And that's it for me tonight.
Is there anything else to come before the board this evening? Seeing nothing, meeting adjourned.